Hello students. Today we are going to go to a new topic in our lesson 1, that is quantifiers and quantified statements. What are quantifiers? Quantifiers are two special symbols in logic. The first among them is known as a universal quantifier. You can see how to write the symbol. You can just remember it as the reverse of A, the letter A. The second one is known as existential quantifier. You can remember it as the reverse of E. Now the first one, that is universal quantifier, means for all values of. So whenever you see this symbol, the first symbol, what must come to your mind is for all values of or for every. And the second one, that is existential quantifier, means there exists. So whenever you see sums containing this particular quantifier, you must remember the words there exists. Some examples involving quantifiers. The first one, universal quantifier. Now here the example, we can read it as for all x belongs to R, x square is greater than or equal to 0. This can also be read as for every real number x, x square is non-negative. Now remember, for every, that means all real numbers are such that when you square them, you get either 0 or something which is greater than 0. The second example here, for every x belongs to n, x is greater than 0. The meaning of it, all natural numbers are such that they are always greater than 0. They are always positive. The second one, existential quantifier. Now the first example over here, there exists. The symbol means there exists. So there exists x belongs to n, such that x plus 4 is equal to 7. That means there is some natural number, not all natural numbers, but some natural numbers are such that when you add 4 to that natural number, you get 7. Now in your mind, you already know that this natural number is nothing but 3. So you can read it as there exists natural number x, such that x plus 4 is equal to 7. The second example here, there exists x belongs to n, such that x minus 3 is equal to 1. Now which is this natural number? Yes, it is nothing but 4. So we know that all such numbers do not satisfy the given conditions. That is why we use this particular symbol when we read about these examples. What is a quantified statement? We have already studied examples of quantified statement in the previous slide. Now an open sentence with a quantifier becomes a statement in logic, and this statement is called a quantified statement. Now what is an open sentence? This concept has been dealt with already in the first lecture. I'll just try to remind you all about it. Now for example, if we have x plus 5 is equal to 8. As long as we do not know the values of x, we cannot say whether the sentence is true or false. Thus, this is not considered as a statement in logic. It is known as an open sentence. On the other hand, suppose we write there exists x belongs to n, such that x plus 5 is equal to 8. This now becomes a statement in logic. So thus we have converted the open sentence into a statement in logic. Now let us see what sums can we solve using these concepts here. The first type of question, use quantifiers to convert each of the following open sentences defined on n into a true statement. That means we are going to take only natural numbers into consideration, and we are going to convert the open sentences given below into true statements, either by using there exists or by using for all as the quantifier. The first sum, x square plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. You know that this is an open sentence because we do not know the value of x. Now how to solve this? Say in the first step, on seeing the question, you know that this is a quadratic equation. You can solve this by splitting the middle term. So you write x plus 5, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Thus you get x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 2. Now minus 5 is not a natural number, so it does not come in your solution set, but 2 is a natural number. Thus further you write that there exists x belongs to n such that x square plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now this is a true statement because x is equal to 2, which is a natural number, satisfies the given condition. Satisfies x square plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. I hope you understood this. If not, just go through the sum once again. Let us go to the second sum now. 3x minus 4 less than 9. Now again in your mind, just think whether all natural numbers, do they satisfy this particular condition? Obviously no. Only some of the natural numbers satisfy the particular condition. Thus we have, suppose x is 1. We get 3 into 1 minus 4, which is minus 1. Minus 1 is less than 9. So 1 satisfies the given condition. Suppose x is 2. We get 3 2s are 6 minus 4, that is 2. Thus 2 is also satisfying the given condition because it is less than 9. The answer is less than 9. Suppose x is 3. Then 3 3s are 9 minus 4, which is 5. Again it is less than 9. And 3 into 4, that is 12 minus 5, which is 7, which is less than 9. Suppose we take x as 5, what do we get? We get 3 5s are 15. 15 minus 4 is 11. Now 11 is not less than 9. So the condition, given condition is satisfied only by the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we write the actual solution this way. There exists x belongs to n such that 3x minus 4 less than 9. It is a true statement because x is equal to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, which belongs to n, satisfies 3x minus 4 less than 9. Is it more clearer now, the concept? The third question, n square is greater than or equal to 1. Now you know that every natural number, when you square a natural number, you always get the answer which is 1 or something which is greater than 1. For example, for the natural number 1, 1 square is 1. For the natural number 2, 2 square becomes 4, which is again greater than 1, and so on and so forth. Thus the solution can be written as, for all values of x belonging to n, n square is greater than or equal to 1. Your explanation, it is a true statement since the square of every natural number is 1 or greater than 1. Here are some more sums which can be done as assignment. The second type of question, using quantifiers. If B is the set of 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, determine the truth value of each of the following. The first question, try reading it. For all x belongs to B, x is a prime number. Now what is a prime number? I hope you remember the concept. A prime number is a number which has itself and 1 as its factors. There are no other factors for a prime number. So observe B and determine whether all numbers are prime in B. You observe that 6 is not a prime number. Thus the solution for the sum can be written as, since x is equal to 6 belongs to B, is not a prime number, the given statement is false because as you can see in the statement, the symbol used is for all. Hence, the truth value of the statement is f. The second question, there exists n belongs to B such that n plus 6 greater than 12. You see from B that 7 plus 6 is 13, which is greater than 12. So 7 satisfies the given statement. Thus you write n is equal to 7 belongs to B satisfies n plus 6 greater than 12. Hence the given statement is true. Its truth value is t. The third question, For all y belongs to B, y square is negative. Now when you observe B, none of the numbers, when you square, you get negative. You get all positive values when you square the numbers which are given in B. Thus the solution you write it as the square of all numbers in B is positive. Hence the given statement is false. Its truth value is F. Next sum. There exists n belongs to B such that 2n plus 2 less than 4. Here we observe that all values of B satisfy the given condition. Hence, the truth value of the given statement is false because the quantifier used there is wrong. It should have been for all. Thus, the truth value is F. The next sum, for all y belongs to B, y minus 5 belongs to n. Now, here we observe that for values of B such as 2, 3 or 5, when we apply the given condition, that is y minus 5, 2 minus 5, 3 minus 5 or 5 minus 5, the answer that we get is not a natural number. Thus the given statement is false. Hence the truth value of the given statement is F. Here are assignment sums which you can do in your notebook, and you can ask me your doubts through WhatsApp. Bye students. Stay safe, stay healthy.